Hello everyone and welcome to yet another episode of the Ink2inc show of the Fintelligent Investor channel, where we bring to you stories of real startups, how these startups started just as an idea and are today successful companies. Today we have with us Ms. Deepti Prabhu and Mr. Arvind Pai of Quidity Ventures LLP. This startup is being incubated at the Atal Incubation Center at NITTE.
Yeah.
Ms. Deepti, Mr. Arvind, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Tell us something about yourself and your startup.
To begin with, our startup is called Quidity Ventures LLP, like you introduced, and it's run by the brand name Herb Fusion. Myself, I'm Deepti Prabhu, born and brought up in Mysore, married to Mangalore. By qualification, I'm an environmental engineer who qualified from Jayachamrajendra College of Engineering, Mysuru. And then by passion and profession, I am an engineer myself and also a consultant who worked in Doha, Qatar for about 6 years as an engineer for various prestigious projects like FIFA Stadium, Doha Metro Rail, in association with my company there called Qatar Design Consortium. 2019, I had to come back to India for good. And while I was looking out for something to do on my own, not as a startup, but something to start on my own, entering into the business genre, because my family from both maternal and paternal side have been in business. So that's been my aspiration. So I started my first company called Nidish Associates. That's an environmental consultant based out of in Mangalore, who gives all environmental solutions like water treatment, wastewater treatment and waste management. That's when I bumped into this gentleman who is also into the field of similar things, which he will himself say. Then down the line, we've been also partners together. That's when, after that, we created this Quidity Ventures LLP post-corona. We will tell you the story next, how it happened.
Yes.
And then one of other ventures which we are together as well is called Life Water and Beverages, which is a manufacturing plant for packaged drinking water based out of Kindigoli here in Mangaluru.
And sir, about yourself?
Myself, Arvind Pai, did my graduation from MIT, Manipal. Then went on, moved to Bangalore, worked for 2-3 years for a company. Then came back to Bangalore, started my own firm with being a rainwater harvesting consultant, which is environment related. Then ventured into RCC compound walls, small time construction. Then we found her and we ventured into this new startup named Quidity Ventures LLP. And after that, we also ventured into Life Water and Beverages, which is a packaged drinking water.
So this Quidity Ventures, how many co-founders are there?
Now we are 4 co-founders. 2 of them are engineers. One is an engineer who is my batchmate named Ashwin D. Rao. He did his engineering from Malnad and worked for Mahindra and Mahindra for quite a few years.
Okay.
Then he wanted to do something on his own. That is why we showed him this project and he was very interested. And he believed in this product, so he came back to Mangalore and joined hands with us. Right now he's taking care of the operations of the factory.
What does Quidity Ventures do actually? Tell us about your startup.
Before I tell about startup, I have to introduce my fourth major co-founder. Her name is Meera Murli.
Okay.
She's based in Putturu, Kedila, and she's the one who actually can say the creator of the product. So she is important before I go into what is Quidity Ventures. Yeah. So she's by passion. Her family, her in-laws, her husband, they are all into this herbal based product. Like they have this farm, acres of farm where they do lemongrass, they have coconut, araknut, all such variety of what we say herbs and spices and then other products. So they, during Corona and before that, they also have their own firm called Hardik Herbals, wherein they were doing such similar like aromatic oils, essential oils, and then the soaps and other stuff. During Corona, all these civil people and all got a little jobless because only essential products had the market.
Yes.
And we did not have. So that is when they were starting to experiment on something called kashaya. Everybody would know what kashaya is because everybody wanted to get immune from corona, right?
Yes, the herbal drink.
Yes, absolutely. The gharelu nuska of the Indians. So that is when the kada, they were trying out, and then they came up to several formulations. And we happened to meet afterwards, and then we had a taste of it. And this gentleman here had an idea that it's a unique thing. Why not we commercialize.
Yes.
But the task is not so easy because
Definitely.
kashaya preparation itself is so tedious and so labor intense and ingredient intense, right?
And it should be standardized
Exactly.
when you're commercializing.
Yes, and it has to be stable and the shelf life has to be big, right? So, working on all those aspects, it took us quite some time. And then in the process, the journey, it was really roller coaster, which for all startups in general,
Definitely,
it is. So, that's how Quidity Ventures. Now, you may ask what Quidity is. Quidity means wellness.
Okay.
So we are a wellness brand, we are wellness product. So that's how we named the company Quidity Ventures. And then we wanted something, we dream and aspire to export this product and make it local to global. So to reach to that global market, we thought of something that would feel more connected. So that's how the name Herb Fusion. So it would relate to all generations. So that's how we came up with the brand and the company name.
Nice, nice. So
we make Ayurveda fun.
yes.
That is why to attract the millennials as well as to retain the traditions. We have named it as Herb Fusion.
So what was that exact problem that you faced on one side? Was it because there was no other kind of livelihood for anyone at that point of time, or was it because there was the need of the kashaya and you all got in connection and thought that we'll come out with this? So exact problem statement.
Yeah, all four of us are in business, like I told you. Like only one of the co-founder was actually a professional, and all four of us were in business. Business people usually want to add more to their kitty because that's how you grow, right? When you explore more. But then we found that we have common interest and trying to find that one niche product.
Right.
Now, see, niche you can only find when there is a need for the niche. Niche is not there available every single day because whatever you can think of, there is always another person who is catering in some part of the world. He would be doing it. But then Corona forced all of us to think more on health,
Correct.
wellness, and that's when, because nothing was available, we were forced to see in our backyards. Right?
True.
Like what can we find?
Very true.
And that's when, Ajji in the house or the grandparents, and they were like, this kashaya will keep you away from. Those days, to sneeze also, you were scared you would get corona, right? It was so scary. So, to keep yourself away from cold and flu and other such problems, this kashaya was on trend. Then we realized that, oh my God, we ourselves have the solution, right? But really in this fast-paced world, how many of us are willing to do kashaya every single day and drink?
Yes.
It's difficult. It's not practical. For me who knows it and does it, it's not possible. So we decided kashaya on the go, just add it, mix it and drink it. It's
Again,
done.
as you said, for the millennials.
For everybody.
We, from the childhood, everybody used to teach us prevention is better than cure. Okay, Corona has actually mandated it is that prevention is the only thing is better than 100 times better than cure. So we wanted to venture out in that particular aspect, and we invented this product.
We discovered the importance of the product, the kashaya. And in this journey, we also realized people who were actually getting sick or the problems was not just Corona. The problem is our own lifestyle. See, that day, during that period of Corona, you realized a lot of youngsters were, the death fall was also peak between the youth.
Yes.
Now, why? Because they had poor immunity. Now, why was the immunity so poor? Because the quality of food. You've known stories where 60, 70-year-old grandpa with so many ailments has bounced back from Corona, and 23, 29-year-old boys and girls have been victims of Corona and passed away. That was because of the quality of food, the kind of lifestyle, or eating over-processed food, drinking, consuming a lot of sugar-laced products, that really deteriorates your overall health.
And somewhere fake supplements also.
Everything that is artificial.
Food.
Everything artificial is not good for you. So that is when in this kashaya we realized various kashayas have various benefits. So that's when this idea of this unique wellness product came into our mind. So we created different formulation. The source of the formulation is Arka Shastra. That is said to be formulated by the King Ravana himself. And it's come so many generations so far. So there's Arka Shastra. Even today, that is the book that we have held as our Bhagavad Gita for this formulation development and taken out pieces. But you cannot exactly recreate because you want something tasty for the crowd, right? Will you think Kashaya means everybody it'll be either, not pleasant to taste.
Absolutely.
But now we wanted to stick to the originality, yet make it more appealing for the crowd. So we got in tie-up with lot of institutions like the Ayurvedic practitioners, Ayurvedic institutions. We have them on our advisory board. They are who formulate these drugs in Ayurveda. So we, in relation to them, we told, why can't we do something for a liver? Why can't we do something for a heart? Why for the digestion? Why for not for urinary and immunity and so on and so forth? That's when these single formulations were developed, and we designed a kit. It becomes easy. Like this morning, you get up, take your 1 bottle liter of water that you usually put in your handbag or take, just inky pinky ponky or in any order you want. Just today you say, let me make my immune happy today. Take, add, drink, finish.
Okay, so that's actually so nice. So kashaya, which means a herbal concoction actually. And you have taken that, and you have literally taken the recipe which is lakhs of years old,
Ancient,
yeah. And like they say, antique jewelry, like that antique sort of a product, and modernized it. Right, and made it instant.
Yes.
So that's really superb. So as when you were growing up, did you always have this thought that one day I'll have my startup? Or you said you did engineering, right? You both have done engineering. So in a class full of engineers, there'll be half who want to do startups and half who want to get a great package and get placed. So what were your aspirations when you people were growing up?
Actually speaking, we were consumer of this product first. Then for a brief moment we were not able to have this product in our hand, but we were feeling that something was missing. That is when we realized that this product really has some weightage and some importance, because it makes water so palatable. It makes your juices very tasty, also all kind of stuff. But once we realized that there is some kind of commercial value, we never knew this is a particular startup. But when we ventured, or when we went to speak to the mentors of AIC Nite and all, they made us realize that this particular product can be introduced as a startup and can be supplied to the masses for the betterment of the masses. That is how it all started.
But when you were studying, did you think that someday you will be having an own business? Or, or you thought, okay, somewhere I'll get placed in a good MNC?
Being a businessman was my childhood dream. So that is why I never ventured into a corporate job. As soon as I got graduated, I took experience from one of my dad's friend under him on rainwater harvesting, and that is the same job I continued as my profession after quitting the job. Took the agency of the same company and made it in Bangalore.
Oh, nice.
That is how I started my business career. And from there, it's never looking back, and I ventured into 2-3 more businesses. This is my 4th business, what I'm doing right now.
Wow, nice. And about you?
I told you, right? Like my business, both my paternal and maternal side, they have been in
business.
My grandfather has been in Mahindra and Mahindra tractors in Hassan, and the side my father's father, my grandfather, has been a garage mechanic. Imagine during Wadayar's period in Mysuru. So it's, and my dad himself has been a serial entrepreneur. That time these fancy words were not there.
Yes.
He had agencies. We had a farm. We had a brick factory. He was a civil engineer, construction, real estate, lot of stuff. So I've always seen that excitement and adrenaline from childhood, and I've been with him to all these places, so that excitement always got going. But once married and gone to Qatar, I got into the corporate culture, realized that that's not what I always wanted to do. See, sometimes you just want to be independent financially, and you just grab the whatever's closest opportunities. And going there in Qatar, me starting business has never been in my thing. So once I gained the experience, that's what I did, what exactly he did. I came back with that experience and started my own company here, which is my hometown. So that's how the business journey started.
When you first started this startup, okay, what were the first resources that you tapped into? Because as you said, it was the COVID period. So what, and you were into this herbal concoctions. So what was the first resources that you tapped into? Maybe for getting the actual, items, or even getting all those recipes, you would have gone to your elders, and how did you get all that?
Experiment and all, like I said, my co-founder Meera and her husband Muralidhar, they were into that. I wouldn't want to take any credit of it because they were the masterminds in curating this whole product line. And then when they did that, we in their journey have seen that, see, it's cinnamon, for example. How it tastes in Mangalore, how it tastes in Hyderabad is completely different. Because the soil, the climate, the weather, the everything affects the taste and flavor of any herb and spice you pick. So now, say given today in Mangalore it costs 100 rupees and Hyderabad it costs 50. Looking at that, because I'm producing volume, if I take it from Hyderabad, the end formulation taste is completely different. Yeah. So it took us time to standardize and fix. We will take cinnamon from here, tulsi from here, amla from here, turmeric from here, identify. And then once you identify, you have to fix your source. Right? You have to make sure he continuously supply, otherwise how will you scale up? That's also there, scaling up as a startup. So those processes were our biggest hurdles, trying to find them. In the meantime, like I told you, some herbs and spices, you cannot use them as such. Either because they are rare or their taste is not good. So we had to identify some other substitute herb that would give us the same benefit, but is more commercial and available and is better to taste also.
Palatable.
So because our consumer must feel good after consuming. He should not feel like drinking any medicine. He should feel like he's having fun, because it's preventive, it's not curative. So that is when those were the challenges where our advisory panel and the doctors in this journey actually helped us standardize the product and actually make it more good for the consumer.
So it is very important for any startup to have a mentor.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. That is the key. Yes.
Nice. So
it's not only for startup. Mentorship is required in each and every field, I suppose. Even in a professional field.
Yes.
It just helps you learn from their experience, and what experience they got in 10 years, they will teach you in one and a half months.
So I
the
think
speed of the
learning curve,
yes, the growth curve will be easier if you join hands with mentor, and everyone should have a mentor.
Yes. Definitely, because one person cannot do it all.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, as you said, Miss Meera helped in all the this thing, and
we are a happy startup because of that. Because we have we don't get into any kind of arguments or nothing. It's always discussion. Because if you see,
each has their own strength.
Exactly. One is into operations, one is into R&D. I'm into marketing and branding. He's into financials and business development. So nobody is crossing roads. It's just I'm suggesting, and they are seeing whether it's practical. But end of the day, decision is his. He puts it to the co-founders, and we work together and close it. So we have clear, defined lines. And mentorship, again, people think mentor is one person who will tell you everything. No. You can have spiritual mentor, you can have an emotional mentor, a health mentor, a wellness mentor, a business mentor, lot of things, for self-love, self-care, everything. So people should understand the concept of mentorship.
Right. That's so true, and that's a very interesting statement. People should understand the true meaning as well as value
of mentorship.
That's so nice. And how have you, as individuals or as a group, converted your innovation and creative thinking into a practical reality through this startup?
That is when I think the kit comes into place that I said in the beginning, wherein the kashaya is something we wanted to do. One, we wanted to do this, preventive medicine that helps you improve your lifestyle, but not making you feel like I'm taking a medicine to feel good. Like this chaman prash and all what you get in the market, or the tablets, somewhere in your mind you are taking some kind of medication to feel ready if something attacks you tomorrow, right? This should be easy. People enjoy, you've seen, right? You enjoy juices, right? And then you enjoy flavored water, right? You enjoy detox water, right? You put some herb, lemon. People enjoy that. Do you feel like you're taking some medicine?
No.
We wanted to give you the same feel, a preventive medicine, but yet it becomes and blends with your routine lifestyle. And it's easy, fatafat. You can carry it in your bag, in your backpack, in your office. It's portable sizes. It's 100 ml. That's all. We've not made any bigger packages.
It is powder or is it a liquid?
Liquid.
It's a liquid.
Liquid form. Concentrate.
So
you add it between 5 to 15 ml in your 1 liter of water and consume it. And you feel like immunity in the morning, you may feel hydration in the evening, in the afternoon you may go gastro, in the night you may go urinary. It's all left to you. You can pick and choose. We recommend to go one every day, so your body also can absorb those nutrients. It is packed with bioactive compounds and components that's come out from all those herbs and spices. The uniqueness, one big challenge, like you asked, how we made the creativity, we all were on the same board where we said we do not want to add any preservatives, colors, any sugar, artificial flavoring, nothing. We wanted to keep it pure. So that is when all this creative brainstorming in terms of what combinations would make that thinking into a reality, our innovation into a wellness kit, that all went there.
Yes, because if you're not adding something like preservative or sugar,
yes,
then you, as you said, you have to look for alternatives.
Yes.
And then maybe the quantity in which it has to go, and the stage at which it has to go in.
Exactly.
And all that, right?
So in us, we now can proudly say no sugar, no preservative, no substitutes, no color. There is no for everything and anything other than the herbs and spices. They are naturally preservative in nature, they're naturally flavorful, and they naturally, I wouldn't say sweet, but they give you that flavor. You will not miss the sweetness.
Right. And I guess somewhere, even the consumers need to understand that not everything has to be tasty.
Correct.
When it's come to your health, right?
Yes.
We are the first customers of this own product because we consume it every single day. Without this product, our day doesn't start.
Nice.
Nor day doesn't end. Because it has been so used to, and it has been beneficial for our own metabolism, own wellness.
What changes have you seen after you've started consuming this product?
Okay, one small thing I would mention, if I go my first. So in the morning times, I wake up like 5:30 in the morning to prep for my kids. By the time I eat my breakfast, it's usually 9:30, right? In that period of time, I had just one routine: drink warm water. A liter of warm water is what I used to finish. But then over a period of time, I started getting this stomach burn, and then burping, and then you have very uncomfortable. Slowly, I saw the symptoms of gastritis developing in me, right? And that's when I realized, okay, my own product is there, gastro, that helps boost your digestion. And in digestion, I said, why not try it? So every morning in that 1 liter of warm water, I just added this and I kept drinking it. What magic it did was, when I used to eat at 9:30, I feel completely settled. So I don't have that irritation, burning, nothing. It's very comfortable in my stomach. And then I could eat right. Now, the other one, my son is a very picky eater, right? The same product, he would never eat. After consuming this product, his appetite has grown.
Oh, nice.
So we figured, see, it's a process because these formulations are so versatile. Mother Nature is so versatile. You couldn't say this will only do this. In the process of consumption, you explore. If you take it before, it increases your appetite and soothes your stomach. You take it afterwards, it helps in digestion.
Oh, wow.
There are two benefits of how you can deal with it. And one more, immunity, that I say, immunity, I initially thought it only helps you with your, fever or builds your immunity.
Right.
But we surprisingly caught many instances where our consumers came and told us that I had this allergy problem. It's not there anymore.
Oh, so
on skin rashes. And my dust allergy has come so down because of that. So it's a process where we are also learning how versatile and how more benefits, what different other benefits our products are giving. So.
Nice. And for you, how was the process worked?
I'm a pure non-vegetarian, so my food timing is also very erratic. So consuming this product has helped me better metabolize, gets good sleep, and even helps in your other ailment like kidney functioning, where before I used to have that burning senses, and because less of water, more of non-veg.
Yes.
But this product helps us drink more water, so your body automatically keeps hydrated.
Right.
So because of that and the help of the medicine or the concoction, all this small which was irritating, which was not a problem, but irritating, you yourself could understand that there is a problem in your body, that all those things disappear.
Nice.
Yeah, urinary detox particularly, that product of ours is actually very beneficial. Like you said, my son, kids, they don't finish their water bottle. Very troublesome they are. Because of this, he would complain always about burning irritation when going for urination. So urinary, it makes the water tasty. It's like kids don't like to drink plain water. You put any one flavor, they drink and finish. So you're hydrated, and as a benefit, those concoctions have herbs that benefit, like neginamallu, pachanabeda,
Right.
these, and help flush toxins from your body.
Oh.
So that's how we ourselves have seen, us and our family members and the kids and the consumers see a benefit, and then they come back to us. This is more good. This has done this to me. So it's always exciting to know how it's helpful to others.
Nice, nice. And while building this startup, what is one of the biggest challenge that you have faced? Like you felt that, okay, this is it, we cannot go any further. But then, some solution has come forth and you have handled it.
We never had such something like we couldn't build
It's a
startup.
unique product, so acceptance in the market is not that easy. But we had to really think out of the box and make people understand
Yes.
what kind of benefits you have. Not only that, if you just looking at the taste aspect, you just don't want to drink water because it is tasteless. Just add some drops of this concoction to the water and makes it palatable. You can drink more and more water. Many of our customers have come to us saying that summer is starting, I want your product, because sometimes it goes out of stock and they wait for our product, and I'm not able to drink water. You please supply me 10 boxes or 10 bottles.
Oh, nice.
I get such kind of inquiries. That makes us very happy, saying that the product actually genuinely works. Plus it helps our customers to drink more water, keep hydrated. Which
What
in
he
turn-
meant is actually when a consumer calls and tells you, give me, I want to stock up, doesn't mean that they cannot live without it. It just means that people tend to forget drinking plain water. How often do you remember that even if you're thirsty, you go miles without that, unless you're like choking or something, and then you drink only when you have to drink, that to one sip, just because your mouth is again. This bottle, I'll get you the next time we meet.
Yes.
You should try, and when you try and you keep, you will be talking to someone. Suddenly, again, you will remember that it goes subconscious. It makes you, or the flavor reminds you, finish me, drink me.
Oh, wow,
So
nice,
you
nice.
just keep yourself hydrating because it's that tasty. So that's why they call us to stock up.
So this brings us to the most crucial question. Your startup, Quidity Ventures LLP, that is Herb Fusion as a brand name, you all are incubated at the Atal Incubation Center situated at the NITTE institutions. So how has the AIC NITTE supported you, guided you, and how is the team support at AIC NITTE?
Before I get into AIC NITTE, there's a small story on how we connected with AIC NITTE. I am actually part of Evolve, which is an all-women entrepreneur association based out of Mangaluru, wherein registered business women all come together, not for revenue, but for making their business knowledge or upgrading their business skills and learning more about how to get better as business women. So as a part of that, Evolve collaborated with K-Tech Innovation Hub, and we had a program wherein Jain University from Bangalore had come and they presented about their startup incubation center called Jain Incubation. Now that was the first time I ever heard the word startup and also the word incubation. So I did not know what it was. And there the chairman pitched, Mr. Nawaz, he pitched on what is startup, what is this, all that, and it was sounding very familiar and relevant to me. Later one of my other friend introduced me to sir and I told him about my company, the Quidity Ventures particularly, and that is when he identified that I qualify as a startup. So when he said I qualify as a startup, they were running an incubation process for tech integrated women startups.
Okay.
He said, you come on board. It's an experience, you would learn and grow. And I told my other co-founders and they all said, yes, let's go on, because it's a new journey. It's always exciting. As business, that's what we are always looking for, roller coasters and something new, challenging every day.
to learn something.
Right.
So we got on board and we first realized what is incubation. That was a 6 months journey we did. We got a lot of mentors, a lot of guidance, and then at the end of the 6th month, we were to pitch and get more investors and get more benefits. And that is when we did pitch, but we couldn't connect a lot because they said that was only for tech integrated. Now that is when we realized there are a lot of categories of startup.
Right.
Edutech, agritech, meditech, biotech, like that.
Everything ends with a tech nowadays.
Yeah, exactly, tech integration. And that is when he said that you are into agritech or something biotech, so you have to esteemed organizations right in Dakshina Kannada that offer incubation for you. And that's when the name of Manipal and Nitte Karkal came into the picture. The moment they said Nitte Karkal, more than happy. My siblings, my cousins have all graduated from that institution. So I have known the institution. And Manipal, you see, alumni of Manipal.
So every person from this place will have someone from Nitte, someone from Manipal actually.
Exactly. So that's a reputation you carry,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You're so proud to say I'm passed out from Nitte or I'm passed out from Manipal. So we went to Nitte and connected. The very first day when we went, we never felt like we were strangers, but they never made us feel like that. The moment we were there, we told them we are a startup. They were so patient enough to listen to us. We literally met everybody that day, starting from their office till the chairman, Dr. A.P. Achar sir. All of them welcomed us so warmly, and they were so keen to know what our product was, how they could help us in terms of, till then we did not know what was the next step. Jane had guided us that we needed certification validation, we needed to do some trials to be market ready, just to be safe. But then Nitte gave us that bigger picture wherein what kind of tests and what kind of certifications we would need, whom to reach, which institutes to connect, what laboratories you have to touch, and also for the trials and the clinical trials, then they connected us to, actually Achar sir connected us to Manipal. He said that's better for you if you are running clinical trials and animal trials, right? There's some services those institutions
So end-to-end mentorship, guidance, support.
That is the beauty of incubation.
He has
and
actually reduced our 1 year's work to 1 month.
Right,
So
right,
that our
right,
product
right.
can be
So as
introduced
you
to the
said, the
market.
growth curve is made more easier.
More easier.
In business, that is the problem. You are doing everything on your own, learning from people. But as a startup, when you are into a incubation center, it's like there is full ocean of knowledge, and you just have to say, I want this. And then they all put their heart and
so
soul.
true.
And the best part is they don't have any ulterior motive.
Exactly.
They just want to see your growth. And they want to say this startup was incubated with us, and today they are a unicorn, or they are doing so well. The journey has been beautiful. We've known them, and through, be it phone, WhatsApp call, the entire team is anytime available to you. And they run such wonderful programs also, on marketing, business plan, and on, creating go-to-market strategies, and pitch deck. That's very important if you are pitching in front of an investor, how to present yourself. And also, they told us the benefits as a startup the government is giving, such as seed funds, the grants. Otherwise, we wouldn't know if not for those people, So we are very grateful and thankful for AIC Nitte for hand holding us from where we were to where we are today. So yeah, that's the beauty.
And whom did you first meet when you go to AIC Nitte? Was it Dr. A.P. Achar, Mr. Manohar Reddy?
The first person we went and met in Nitte Karkala, because he remembered a friend of him working Diksha Rai in Nitte. So we first connected to her. Then she connected us to Mr. Manohar Reddy, because he was in charge of running the operations there, and he was taking care of all the startups.
Right.
And then he connected us to Dr. A.P. Achar.
But who is the CEO?
Exactly. And in this journey, we also met Puneet sir, who's also part of the team. And I think it's always been between Puneet sir and Mr. Manohar. We've been jumping between the two of these. When it is about coordinating for mentors and other stuff that we have to go, it's always Mr. Manohar coordinating with us. And it's about grants and the other facilities we have to, it is with Mr. Puneet. And then whenever we needed advice on how to go forward, or sir, there is a crucial point, we are stuck, it's always Dr. A.P. Achar.
Right.
So he's always there to help you or show you who you can go and meet next.
So literally all your doubts, confusions, questions, AIC Nitte has guided you in a very proper manner, right?
Yes, really they have.
The more question you ask, the more faster you reach a goal.
Yes.
Kind of approach they take.
Yes.
So they're open to any kind of crazy questions you ask. Even if it's silly, stupid, and no matter how grave you feel it is, they make you feel it is nothing, we will help you. So it's that good. The team is really good there.
Nice.
Yes.
So what was your first big milestone that you have achieved in your startup? It may not feel big now, but at that point of time, it may have felt really big as a milestone.
like I said, the challenge we had was how people's acceptance.
Acceptance.
Yeah, and then we did we had done a lot of market trials, trying to put in different pop-up market stalls and all. But the biggest groundbreaking was when this year we had Food Fiesta, Food Festival in Mangalore. You might have.
I've heard it.
Yes.
Just last month or so, right?
May.
It was May. Okay.
During Ramadan time, that's when they had put up the Food Fiesta.
Oh.
Sometime in
MG
May.
Road.
MG Road, full MG Road.
Right.
My God, the footfall was crazy in lakhs, and we had put up a stall. I think the kind of adoration and the kind of acceptance and the people willing to try and know about the product, and those people to date, because we have not yet launched, right? As officially we have not launched yet. So still they come back to us for our products, and they refer their so many friends and family members to come to us and take our product. So that's always nice.
So you're having a pre-launch revenue.
Yeah.
Nice.
We are having that.
So that's actually nice. So that was what I think forever we'll feel our biggest milestone was, because that was unexpected.
That one episode has given us that immense confidence.
Yes.
If we actually channelized and market it well, it will reach to the masses and we will be able to produce in.
So it's one kind of a validation.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
And the confidence to scale up.
Yes. And what is one of the craziest things that you have done in your startup to achieve a particular goal?
Craziest.
Yes.
Starting of this product, I used to mix it with each and everything to see how it tastes, what will go good in what. So that would be a craze, because whenever I see something nice, I used to come to the office and say, hey, this tastes so awesome with this product. This tastes awesome. I
just
have
crazy.
tried it in whatnot, tea, coffee.
Oh my God.
The first thing you experimented was, we had last Navratri, the first stall we had put up for Sharada 99 celebration, Car Street Sharadama festival.
Right.
We had put a small truck of herb fusion, and then right next to our truck, those days we were giving samples of infused water, just to see whether people will drink or not. And they were drinking. It was free samples. Next to it there was a soda vehicle.
Lime soda.
Lime soda vehicle. And this guy was like, he went and got all of us soda, because we were tired standing there and just giving water away. And he said, hey, shall I add this and give? And he added. He said, there's a very subtle flavor. And like this, we turned, this fellow is not here. What he's done, taken 4 bottles, asked the soda maker to use that herb flavored water into his soda making, and you're like, it tastes so good, it tastes like masala soda. So that was his first experiment that I remember.
That is really crazy,
From there,
right?
it started, I used to start mixing it with whatnot, like
Tea, coffee,
wherever there
lemon
is
juice.
sugar, what you add, you can substitute sugar and add this,
Okay.
and still get a better taste without the harmfulness of the sugar.
Yes. See, black tea usually is kadwa,
Right.
black coffee is kadwa.
Oh.
You add this, it gives you that spice, not sweetness, but you'll not miss the sugar.
Oh, so that would be one of the good marketing techniques. But
Exactly.
nobody likes green tea. Everyone drinks it, as you said,
Yes.
for prevention,
yeah.
for this. And you can enhance green tea. That's you can actually tie up only with some company which.
One other crazy experiment he did was, a lot of people or his friends or some others, they have this problem with protein shake in lab. Gym they go, right? Sorry. So protein shakes that they consume in the gym, they're very bland, if you know. They yuck to taste. This guy one day, when one of his friends was actually consuming, he said, just add a little bit of this. I'll add something, you try. They first gave us to taste. I just didn't vomit, that's all. It was that bad, that protein shake was. This guy added our extract, Hydration Plus. Did not tell what it was, just asked him to blind taste. Then he's like, protein shake is so good and all. First he was telling, okay. And after we added and gave him, he had it like, hey, what did you do? It was actually tasty. And then he showed him the bottle.
Oh,
that guy has always been now with us, like always taking it.
That's a nice way of market penetration, no?
Yes. So
getting double benefits of say the green tea or protein shake.
everything.
So
Because sometimes if the protein shake tastes nice, it means there is sugar.
Yeah.
So rather have your product.
Exactly.
So that is why we have planned to release one of the product by tweaking little bit of in the concoction, and as a flavor boost in the market, so
That's
that
a new formulation we are
you
developing.
can add this. Wherever you use sugar, You can just minus it, and not like sweets and all.
Right.
Not like
But of
artificial
course, of
sweetener,
course.
Yeah.
not like substitute
Of
or
course,
anything.
yeah.
And it's only for beverages.
Right.
We are not touching the sweet part of it. You
Not
cannot
yet.
use in cooking and all.
Right.
You cannot use this with heat. It's only with warm
Wow.
and cold stuff. You just add this.
Once you made your tea hot, no, after once you remove it, then you add it and then drink it.
People
This is
eat
great
oats.
USP.
Yes.
Great USP.
Oats they eat, no?
Yes,
Bland it will be.
yes.
They can add.
Nice.
Morning
Becomes
oats.
more flavorable, more palatable, plus
Super.
more
Benefits also.
Benefits also.
Nice, nice. So all this ideas came through that crazy experiment.
Yeah.
Nice.
This
nice.
guy's experiment.
Nice. Have you received any funding or any awards till now for your startup?
No, in the process with Nitte introduced us to a lot of grants that we can actually avail, say Karnataka Elevate or Nidhi Prayas. We applied, Nidhi Prayas we did not get through, Elevate we were selected till the final round. We pitched
Okay.
for semi-finales at Sahyadri, we pitched for grand finale at Bangalore K-Tech Innovation Hub, but we did not qualify, so but
But you're
Nitte has
doing-
assured us,
Yeah.
you should never feel low or
Of
bad.
course, of
they have
course.
several attempts. Keep revising, upgrading, and then keep presenting yourself better.
Yes.
So you don't lose out the next opportunity. And with them, we are also going to be applying with Nitte. We are also going to be applying for Startup India Seed Fund, which is the biggest and the
Yes.
most
Yes.
coveted.
Yes.
It is a learning curve.
Yes.
We know what mistakes we did while applying because we didn't had proper preparation. It was our own fault that we didn't got selected because our homework was little bit less.
And maybe
we
it
didn't
was the
had
first time?
some technical.
Which was the first time.
Yeah.
And we didn't had in some technical wordings and some
yeah.
things for our product. So that is where we lacked. Now that we have known and now we know what technicality, what is the kind of
You know what the
experimentation.
questions they ask?
Yes.
They ask
It was more
the panel.
of professional questions asked to our doctors. We being engineers, we gave them
We
engineering
disqualified.
answers.
Yeah.
So they were expecting some doctorate.
Technical answers in terms of Ayurveda.
Oh.
And yeah, so we realized that if we want to take this dream further to making it more real and market reachable, we have to become doctors also.
Yes.
So now we are doing our studies and getting thorough
Yeah.
with what the product is. No, because we love that so much, we are okay to become doctors also. So now we're learning more about Ayurveda, the
Nice.
Tridoshas and the benefits
Because
of
after
individual
all, a
foods.
startup founder or any entrepreneur, he or she is everything from CEO to sweeper.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything is in
So the product
all
is
in one.
fantastic product. We want it all the masses to enjoy that product.
Yeah. So we will
Yes.
get it to you.
From the time you have started this startup, where have you reached? I mean, where were you? Where have you reached till now? Where are you now? And where do you aspire to reach in the future? How far have you come?
We were like nothing to developing formula. Now we are in the process of certification and validation. We will be doing animal trials and then later we will be doing clinical trials. And then the aspiration to do is we will be in the export market. Like I said, it's local to global to make it big.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to add something. We were just a product. We didn't know what to do with the product. After joining hands with Nitte, we have got a direction now where to go, what to do,
Yes.
how to do, when to do. So these questions of how, when, all entrepreneurial questions have been
Very
answered
well
by
said.
them.
Yeah.
So that is where they have helped us a lot. If not them, we would have taken another 2 years to be here.
To learn all that.
Yes.
From,
Right now we are in proof of concept stage. That is our product is ready and we are validating among the masses. We are giving it here and there and still earning some money, revenue. To reach there, Nitte has been a very helpful journey for us.
The next step is once certification
One
validation is
certification
done,
validation, we are good to launch.
we are ready for market launch.
Oh, nice.
Go commercial.
Nice.
Yes.
So now you told about how this incubation and mentorship has guided you to grow. So what do you think? How is the ecosystem for growing startups in India now? Like if some young startup entrepreneur, founder is going to be watching this show, then what would you tell them about the ecosystem that is being created, that is being nurtured for startups in India?
It's amazing. the way the government is hand-holding everyone, the way they are coming up with grants, schemes, mentorship, platforms, and the portals they are creating to market your products and give you more knowledge on how you can get better is just amazing. It's a boom. It's a startup boom, and we being the biggest population have the biggest opportunity.
Yes.
Is what I see. One other thing I would like to tell for any aspiring startup founder who is actually watching this right now is to understand that a dream can only be made into reality with persistence and his willingness to fall and get up, right?
Yes.
And I would say ask for as many questions as you want, meet as many people as you need, and do as many circuses that you want, but stick to your dream if you really believe that you're going to make it happen. One other thing that I would also want to say is a lot of opportunities are there, it's just they have to tap, and just realize business is different from entrepreneurship.
Yes.
People confuse. Some businessmen say I'm an entrepreneur. I just smile, I don't comment, but business is just trading product or service. You're taking the traditional routine, what stuff is there in the market forward. Entrepreneurship is, like you said, identify the problem, creating a solution. Problems change from time to time, right? So with changing times, what is the problem today? You identify and you find a solution for that problem is when you become an entrepreneur.
Correct.
And for those particular segment of businessmen, improvised businessmen who are entrepreneurs, Government of India through these incubation centers is creating a very nourishing environment.
Correct.
That helps, like a baby is born and taken care and is crawling and then walking and then graduating and
Right.
actually getting in their livelihood. So that's the nourishment you get through and through, even after your incubation period.
Right.
So people must reach out and ask is what I would say to the aspiring.
Never before we had this kind of environment for startups. My parents though never had this kind of support. They had to see their own surroundings. But right now, through these startup incubation centers, sky is the limit is kind of.
Right.
You have a belief, you have an idea, they will make into reality.
Yes.
That is the kind of approach they
Yes.
have. They will push you, they will teach you, they will train you. That is very important. The kind of training skills, the training sessions they go. There are certain things as an entrepreneur you should know all those things. And many a times we don't concentrate on those and we just concentrate on selling because that is just a small part of the whole journey. But the back end there is whole lot of other things which you have to know, and through them it is very easy. Like I said, 2 years journey they will make it into 1 month or 2 months ka journey.
Yes. Yes.
I would
That's-
want to add something more. Sorry, did I cut you?
No, no, no.
Yeah, I would want to add something more. Aspiring entrepreneurs should also remember that it is not roses of bed. It is full of flowers and thorns and everything. Just because you've seen some sharks in Shark Tank telling they are valued at these many crores and that many crores, they should also look at what was their journey, right?
Which is the entire theme of this show.
Sugar Cosmetics, both today, they are co-founders or founders. Do they know what they were before this? Yes. They have had 2-3 other companies that failed. They had to shut down. They've gone bankrupt. They've bounced back with ideas. They've kept on and on.
That is the spirit of entrepreneurship.
Exactly. They should not see today I've launched one brand, tomorrow I'm becoming a unicorn and minting 100 crores. Yeah, no. So if somebody is only doing it for the sake of money, do a business. Yes. Which is more practical, right? Entrepreneurship really requires your heart, soul, blood,
that
sweat,
passion for that idea.
Yes.
Right?
Sleepless nights. It's not easy. We enjoy these kind of limelight we get. It's a part of the hard work, but it's always not all these smiles, right? There are a lot of tears and there are doubts and there are fears and people blaming you and people not appreciating you and maybe putting you down saying that what is this, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, your energy, and they'll say other person also, why you are helping this guy or this girl? It's wasting your time and their time. It's not sweet. But tomorrow, when you prove right, they'll say, hey, ye mera bachcha hai.
Right.
I told him a lot of things. I know him. They will come back praising you. But when you fall, you have to get up on your own and move forward.
Right.
That is when these mentors, these incubators and the team that forms the dream team, that's the core co-founders, what we call, that is important.
Yes.
Find people, because they say, birds of same feather flock
flock
together.
together.
You have to find the people with right spirit who share your vision, your mission. Same dream, basically.
Right.
Start with the same dream. I want to do this. And if you're a tech, find a tech integrated guy.
Correct.
You are in biotech, find somebody who's, you are into finance, somebody's into agriculture. You want to do something without knowing, mujhe ye karna hai, mujhe wo karna hai. That will not. Find some common ground like
Yes.
we all did. Wellness. We are all different backgrounds, automotive, mechanical, environmental, financing, but we wanted to venture into wellness because we found that one idea innovative and it attracted all four of us. Find that team that builds because that will be your sun of the solar system, and rest everybody will come together. The universe, I believe, will manifest in making your dream a reality.
It does.
Yes.
And today, as you said, I always keep telling this in all my seminars. Today, the startup ecosystem in India is such that, you just need to have an idea and a willingness to work. Everyone else, comes together to help you. Initially, at the idea stage, there is Nidhi Prayas.
Yeah.
Then, at the working prototype stage, you can get in startup seed fund.
Exactly.
And then, after you go to market, also,
Yeah.
there is that CGSS scheme,
Yes.
which is credit guarantee scheme for startups, wherein your startup can get a collateral free loan up to 10 crores.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you will also know this as you go ahead
we
in
go
your
on,
yeah.
Nita will tell us.
Yes. And of course, this kind of ecosystem is being built, and as there was an industrial revolution, I think now we are in the
Yes,
startup
startup revolution.
revolution. And one more thing which you mentioned, which is really right, is that our biggest dividend is demographic dividend. We
Yes.
have a largest population of youngsters.
Biggest market, what we can
Yes,
say.
yes. And also for you particularly, I think the scare that COVID has put in everybody's minds, I
Yeah.
think is one of the great,
Yeah.
things to, poke and
Encash.
yes, and encash. And of course, it's the need of the day as well.
Yes, absolutely. See, I wouldn't deny the fact that everybody ventures to be an entrepreneur or business is end of the day for money. But money earned for a purpose with a cause that serves people is more satisfying to the soul and to the bigger purpose. Right?
Yes,
So
yes.
I believe that when you have a product, it should serve all the causes.
True.
Fill your pocket, but also make sure the customer feels the value and appreciates the product. Right?
Correct.
That makes it feel complete. So that is our take on our Quidity Ventures LLP.
Nice. So here is our small token of appreciation for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
And we wish your startup a great success.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.